Embrace the flow, a Stoic guide to living without force. In a world obsessed with relentless pursuit and unwavering determination, a popular adage proclaims, "If you want something, pursue it to the end and never give up." While this sentiment is easily understood and widely embraced, it carries an invisible weight, a subtle pressure we place upon ourselves to constantly strive and control. However, Stoicism, an ancient philosophy of profound wisdom, offers a contrasting perspective. Not everything in life needs to be forced or controlled. Consider those times when you have exerted your utmost efforts to control every aspect of your surroundings, meticulously orchestrating events to achieve a desired outcome. Perhaps you poured your heart and soul into a job or a relationship, only to discover that the harder you tried, the more complicated and uncontrollable things became. These experiences of failure not only leave you physically exhausted, but also instill deep-seated insecurity and disappointment. This does not signify that you are inadequate or unworthy. It simply highlights the reality that we are often attempting to force life, to conform to our will, forgetting that life is naturally a flowing stream, a dynamic force that cannot be rigidly contained. Living a life without forcing things is not an easy task, particularly in a society that constantly demands adherence to specific standards of success and happiness. However, by embracing the principles of Stoicism, you will discover that life becomes lighter and more meaningful when you relinquish the need to control every aspect of your existence. This essay will guide you through 10 methods to achieve this state of effortless flow, enabling you to live a more meaningful and peaceful life. These methods will not only help you reduce stress and anxiety, but also empower you to find joy and satisfaction in every moment, appreciating the natural unfolding of life's journey. But first, a challenge. Watch this exploration to the end, applying what you learned to your life over the following week. Then, return to share the transformative changes you've experienced, leaving a comment below with the phrase, "Go with the flow," signaling your readiness to embrace the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy and embark on a journey of life discovery. Living fully in the present moment is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, providing a pathway to inner peace and enduring happiness. As Marcus Aurelius, one of history's most renowned Stoic philosophers, wisely proclaimed, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." This powerful quote serves as a constant reminder that time is finite and precious, and that the present moment is the only reality truly within our grasp. Living fully in the present entails focusing entirely on the here and now, immersing yourself in the unfolding events, and deeply experiencing each moment. This practice not only alleviates stress and anxiety about the future, but also allows you to savor the simple pleasures of daily life. Imagine sitting beneath the shade of an ancient tree, listening to the melodies of the birds, and feeling the gentle caress of a breeze upon your skin. By fully immersing yourself in that moment, you transcend the worries of unfinished tasks or distant plans, finding peace and contentment in the present. Reflect on those times when you sat beside a loved one, yet your mind was preoccupied with other thoughts, causing you to miss the precious moment at hand. Ask yourself how many simple joys have slipped by unnoticed simply because your mind was elsewhere. By consciously choosing to live fully in the present, we enrich our own lives and bring a sense of peace and joy to those around us. Cultivating presence is a conscious practice. Ask yourself, what is happening right now, and how can I savor this moment to its fullest? These questions will help you return to the present, minimize distractions, and foster a deeper connection to the world around you. Practice this mindfulness daily, whether you are eating, working, or simply breathing. Paying attention to each small action will help you appreciate the value inherent in every moment. Begin by setting aside a few minutes each day for meditation, quieting your mind, and returning to yourself. Release the worries and pressures of the past and future, and instead, focus on appreciating each present moment as a gift. The video emphasizes the phrase "be good" from Marcus Aurelius's quote, which suggests a strong moral imperative. This aligns with the Stoic concept of living virtuously in accordance with nature. Acknowledging and accepting the impermanence of life is another essential element of Stoic living, allowing us to navigate change with grace and equanimity. Life is in a perpetual state of flux, and this constant change is the only true constant. As the ancient philosopher Heraclitus so eloquently stated, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man." This profound observation emphasizes the continuous transformation of all things. In our daily lives, we often seek stability, clinging to the desire for everything to remain unchanged. However, is it truly possible to resist the natural flow of time and change? Impermanence is not merely a philosophical concept. It is an inevitable reality of life. Consider those times when you have attempted to hold onto a fleeting positive emotion or avoid a negative one. Have you noticed that all emotions, whether joy or sorrow, eventually fade and pass away? Understanding this truth helps us appreciate the present moments and avoid being overwhelmed by anxiety or disappointment. A concrete example of life's inherent impermanence is the cyclical change of seasons. Spring brings new life and vibrant growth. Summer is filled with energy and vigor. Autumn offers gentle beauty and romantic reflections. And winter, though cold, prepares the earth for a new cycle of spring. Similarly, our lives have their own cycles, each with its unique characteristics and lessons. Understanding and accepting this cyclical nature helps us become more patient and resilient in every situation we encounter. When faced with difficulties, instead of succumbing to worry and panic, we can remind ourselves that this, too, is simply a part of the journey and that it will eventually pass. This perspective allows us to focus on what we can control in the present moment and to do our best in the given circumstances. Impermanence also teaches us the profound value of gratitude. When we recognize that everything is subject to change, we begin to appreciate what we have more deeply, even the smallest details of our daily lives. Ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in my life today? The key question then becomes, how can we live harmoniously with this pervasive impermanence? Stoic philosophy suggests the practice of acceptance as a means of navigating this reality. When we accept that everything happens for a reason and that we cannot control all aspects of our lives, we experience a profound sense of relief and inner peace. Cultivating acceptance is not about passively resigning yourself to fate or surrendering your dreams. Instead, acceptance is about developing the inner strength and wisdom to face every situation with calmness and clarity, regardless of the external circumstances. Epictetus, another renowned Stoic philosopher, eloquently stated, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." The power of acceptance lies in this variability, in our ability to choose our response to life's inevitable challenges. Reflect on a time when you faced a difficult situation, perhaps the loss of a job, the end of a significant relationship, or a serious illness. Your initial reaction was likely resistance, denial, and an attempt to change the reality of the situation. But have you ever paused to consider what might happen if you relinquished your resistance and embraced acceptance instead? Acceptance is not about surrender. It is about understanding the true nature of the situation and finding a more insightful and compassionate way to confront it. Embracing acceptance does not mean abandoning your dreams or ceasing to strive for a better future. On the contrary, acceptance can help you see more clearly what truly matters and to realign your goals with your values. For instance, when a promising job opportunity does not materialize as expected, instead of succumbing to disappointment and self-doubt, accept that it is simply a part of your journey and continue to explore other opportunities with renewed determination and optimism. Acceptance empowers us to become more flexible and resilient in the face of life's inevitable changes. It brings inner peace by freeing us from the swirling whirlwind of negative emotions such as anger, anxiety, and fear. Pause to consider. What would happen if you accepted everything exactly as it is, without attempting to change or control it? Would you discover a greater sense of ease and serenity within yourself? Acceptance does not render us weak. Rather, it provides us with the strength and courage to face every challenge calmly and confidently. Acceptance is not a passive act, but a conscious choice to live more fully and peacefully. It is how we harmonize with the natural flow of life, facing every difficulty and challenge without being swept away into the vortex of dissatisfaction and stress. Challenge yourself to embrace acceptance, and you will witness how this powerful principle can transform your life. The video's discussion on the power of acceptance directly quotes Epictetus. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This reinforces the connection to Stoic principles. The practice of letting go, one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, empowers us to release unnecessary burdens and embrace a life of peace and contentment. Letting go does not mean abandoning all aspirations or adopting a passive approach to life. Rather, it signifies understanding and accepting that some things are simply beyond our control. Imagine holding a hot stone tightly in your hand. You know that if you continue to hold on, you will inevitably be burned. But if you choose to let go, you will experience immediate relief and comfort. Life is similar. There are pains and difficulties that we must learn to let go of in order to find true peace. Have you ever wondered why we so often cling to sadness, anger, and a disappointment? These negative emotions not only inflict harm upon ourselves, but also prevent us from living a happy and meaningful life. As Marcus Aurelius so eloquently wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When we release unnecessary burdens, our minds become lighter and freer, allowing us to experience greater joy and clarity. This does not mean giving up on everything, but rather being selective and holding on to what truly matters, those things that align with our values and contribute to our well-being. Letting go is a way of cleansing our souls, much like tidying up a room, removing items that no longer serve a purpose to make the space more airy and bright. The act of letting go can be applied to many aspects of life. We can let go of toxic relationships, unrealistic expectations, and anxieties about the future. We can also let go of past mistakes, choosing instead to forgive ourselves and move forward with newfound wisdom. Consider what is preventing you from living a happy and meaningful life. What can you let go of to create space for better things? Embarking on the journey of letting go is not always easy, but it inevitably leads to true freedom and inner peace. Remember, letting go is not giving up. It is about accepting and appreciating what you have in the present moment. The practice of mindfulness, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, is not merely about focusing on external events, but also about cultivating a deep awareness of your own emotions and thoughts without judgment. Mindfulness empowers us to live fully in the present moment, reducing stress and anxiety and fostering a sense of peace and satisfaction in life. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius aptly stated, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This powerful statement emphasizes that mindfulness enables us to control our minds, which is far more important than attempting to control external factors that are often beyond our influence. Imagine a stressful workday, filled with challenges and demands. You arrive home, your mind swirling with thoughts about work, family responsibilities, and personal commitments. Instead of allowing these thoughts to overwhelm you, take a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and practice mindfulness. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to feel more at peace? Perhaps you choose to listen to calming music, spend time in nature, or engage in a relaxing activity. Practicing mindfulness not only alleviates stress, but also brings a sense of clarity and alertness, allowing you to perceive situations more calmly and rationally. Mindfulness helps us avoid being swept away by negative emotions and external disruptions, providing a stable foundation for navigating life's complexities. When you encounter challenging situations, ask yourself, can I control this? If not, learn to accept it and let it go. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Practicing mindfulness is not an easy process and requires patience and dedication. However, the benefits it offers are immense. You can begin with simple exercises such as deep breathing, focusing on each breath and feeling the air entering and leaving your body. As you engage in these exercises, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking and why? These questions will help you become more aware of yourself and your surroundings, freeing you from unnecessary worries about the past or anxieties about the future. The video emphasizes the Stoic idea of control by quoting Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. This reinforces a core Stoic principle. In the modern world, where noise and relentless activity constantly bombard our senses, the profound power of silence is often underestimated. However, to the Stoic philosopher, silence is not merely the absence of speech. It is an art, a deliberate practice of controlling the mind and emotions. When we embrace silence, we not only quiet the external sound around us, but also begin to hear the quiet voice within our own souls. It is in these moments of profound silence that we can truly understand ourselves and the world around us. Silence allows us to perceive situations with greater clarity and wisdom, providing the space for reflection and insight. Perhaps you have experienced moments when silence helped you find answers to difficult questions or brought you a sense of peace amidst intense pressure and anxiety. Do you remember the last time you were truly silent and you allowed yourself to listen to what your heart had to say? One specific example of the transformative power of silence can be observed in conflict situations. Instead of reacting impulsively with anger or thoughtless words, embracing silence allows us to step back, assess the situation objectively, and respond with greater wisdom and compassion. As Epictetus wisely advised, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By listening more than we speak, we create space for genuine understanding and meaningful connection with others. Ask yourself, when was the last time you were truly silent to listen? What did you discover from that silence? You might realize that silence is not simply about stopping speech, but about accessing the deeper layers of the soul, finding peace and wisdom in every moment of life. Silence, in essence, is the most powerful voice of self-control and profound understanding. Embracing silence to listen to your inner voice, what new insights have you discovered? By sharing your stories and profound understandings, you can inspire others to explore the transformative power of silence in their own lives. True value in life is not in achievements, but in the journey. Stoic philosophy teaches that the true value of life lies not in the external achievements we attain or the final outcomes we reach, but rather in the journey we undertake to reach them. Imagine yourself embarking on a challenging mountain climb. Reaching the peak might be the ultimate goal, but it is the steps you take along the way that truly matter. On this journey, you meet new friends, learn valuable lessons from the difficulties and challenges you encounter, and deeply appreciate the beauty of the natural world surrounding you. If you focus solely on reaching the summit, you will inevitably miss out on all of these precious experiences. Consider, can you find happiness and fulfillment without necessarily reaching the peak, by simply enjoying every moment of the challenging and rewarding journey? In life, we often become overly fixated on achieving specific results, forgetting that the process of getting there is where we truly learn and grow. The experiences we have, the challenges we overcome, and even the failures we encounter all provide valuable lessons that shape us into who we are. When we fixate solely on the results, we create unnecessary pressure for ourselves and are easily disappointed when things do not go according to our meticulously laid plans. However, if we learn to enjoy each step of the journey, life becomes lighter and more meaningful, filled with opportunities for growth and discovery. So, how can you apply this powerful principle to your daily life? Ask yourself, can I find joy and meaning in my daily tasks, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant they may be? Can I learn to love the process of what I do, instead of only focusing on the final outcome? When we begin to shift our perspective and embrace the joy of the journey, we discover that life becomes richer and more meaningful. Enjoying the journey does not mean that we abandon our goals or that we no longer care about the results we achieve. Rather, it means that we place our primary focus on the process, on the daily steps we take, and on how we choose to live and work in each present moment. Remember that life is a series of consecutive moments, and each moment is worthy of being cherished and enjoyed. This perspective forms the foundation for the next principle: the importance of finding joy in the simplest things. Joy is in the simplest things. Have you ever wondered why children so readily find joy in the simplest of things? A falling leaf, a gentle breeze, or a warm hug from their parents can light up their faces with radiant smiles, radiating pure, unadulterated joy. With their hearts unburdened by life's worries and anxieties, children teach us a profound and valuable lesson about finding joy in the present moment and in the simplest of experiences. All too often, adults become entangled in the relentless pursuit of material possessions, career advancement, and societal recognition, losing sight of the simple joys that life has to offer. They chase after luxury, material wealth, and power, mistakenly believing that these external factors will bring them lasting happiness and fulfillment. However, according to the teachings of Stoic philosophy, true joy lies in the simplest aspects of life: the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter of a loved one, the beauty of a blooming flower. These seemingly insignificant things are often the most profound sources of joy and peace of mind. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on the present moment and to appreciate what we already possess, rather than constantly striving for something more. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When we cease our relentless pursuit of distant goals and begin to cherish and enjoy each present moment, we realize that joy is readily within our reach. The lessons from Stoic philosophy also teach us that finding joy in simple things not only brings happiness to ourselves, but also helps us build stronger and more meaningful relationships with others. When we appreciate what we have, we become less envious, less comparative, and we live more harmoniously with those around us. Take a few moments each day to pause, breathe deeply, and seek out the small but meaningful things that surround you. Enjoy a good meal, immerse yourself in a captivating book, or simply spend quiet time with your family and friends, appreciating their presence in your life. Remember that the richest person is not the one who possesses the most, but the one who needs the least. By learning to find joy in the simplest things, you also cultivate the essential virtue of gratitude, appreciating the blessings that are already present in your life. The art of gratitude, a central practice in Stoic philosophy, transcends the mere expression of thanks. It is a transformative state of mind, a conscious way of life. Practicing gratitude requires us to pause, reflect, and acknowledge the countless good things that we often overlook in our daily lives. These seemingly small things have the power to bring us profound joy and lasting satisfaction if we simply learn to appreciate them. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius, a shining example of Stoic wisdom, once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This powerful advice reminds us that true happiness does not stem from achieving grand accomplishments or acquiring material possessions, but from recognizing and being grateful for the simple, everyday gifts that life offers. When you find yourself feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or fatigued, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? This simple question has the power to shift your perspective and to help you find joy and appreciation even in the midst of ordinary circumstances. One compelling example of the transformative power of gratitude is the story of Viktor Frankl, a renowned psychologist and philosopher who survived the horrors of the Auschwitz concentration camp. In the harshest and most dehumanizing of circumstances, Frankl found reasons to be grateful, even for the smallest acts of kindness among his fellow prisoners. Gratitude helped him maintain his unwavering faith and indomitable spirit, enabling him to overcome the most severe trials of life. Reflect on your own life. What can you find to be grateful for right now? It might be a supportive friend, a job you love, or simply the gift of good health. By consciously cultivating gratitude, you not only find joy in the simplest of things, but also build a stronger and more peaceful soul, capable of weathering life's inevitable storms. Gratitude is not a distant ideal or a difficult accomplishment. It is readily within our reach if we simply pause, reflect, and appreciate the good things that surround us. As the teachings of the Stoic philosophers so powerfully suggest, let gratitude be your guiding principle, leading you to a life filled with peace, joy, and lasting fulfillment. Often feared and avoided, solitude is a valuable teacher. The state of being alone, often perceived as a negative condition and a source of fear that many try to escape, is viewed differently by the Stoic philosopher. To the Stoic, solitude is not an enemy to be avoided, but a close friend, an opportunity to delve deeper into oneself and cultivate inner peace. In moments of solitude, we are not disturbed by the external noise of the world around us, nor are we compelled to chase after societal pressures or the expectations of others. Instead, we are given the rare opportunity to listen to our own authentic voice, confronting our truest thoughts and deepest feelings without judgment or distraction. Ask yourself, when you are alone, how do you truly feel? Do you experience feelings of emptiness and insecurity, or do you discover a sense of profound peace and clarity within your soul? The state of being alone provides us with the invaluable chance to reflect on our lives and to understand ourselves on a deeper level. It helps us reassess our values, reevaluate our goals, and rediscover what truly matters to us in this life. As Marcus Aurelius powerfully wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Being alone provides us with the space and time to think deeply, to improve the quality of our thoughts, and thereby to enhance the overall quality of our lives. When we cultivate an attitude of gratitude for solitude, we no longer see it as a punishment or a deprivation, but as a precious gift that helps us grow and mature as individuals. Make a conscious effort to carve out time for yourself, seeking out quiet moments in your busy life to reconnect with your inner self. Try spending an afternoon walking alone in nature, meditating in a quiet space, or simply reading a favorite book in peaceful solitude. You will likely discover that, in solitude, you can unlock endless inspiration, profound insights, and a deep and lasting sense of peace. The video states, "Solitude is not an enemy, but a teacher." This reinforces the Stoic practice of self-reflection and understanding one's own nature. Gratitude for solitude is grateful for life's self-development. In the quest for happiness and meaning, many often confuse effort with force, believing that relentless exertion is the key to achieving their desires. However, they often overlook the profound truth that sometimes letting go is the key to unlocking freedom and peace. Stoicism teaches us that not forcing things to go our way does not signify abandoning our dreams or relinquishing our ambitions. Rather, it is about learning to live in harmony with nature, with ourselves, and with the natural flow of life. Take a moment to reflect on your life and recognize that not everything needs to be controlled, that some things are best left to unfold naturally. Spend time savoring each moment, embracing the reality of impermanence, and understanding that some things are simply beyond your control. When you release the need to force things to conform to your will and begin to live more naturally, you will find that everything gradually becomes clearer and easier. Joy and happiness are not destinations to be reached, but are found in each step you take, in the acceptance and deep understanding of life's essential nature. By integrating these principles into your daily life, you can transform your perspective, release the need to force things to go your way, and embrace a life filled with peace, joy, and profound meaning.